Hello everyone, thanks for dropping by. There's hardly anything to deal with MGTOW on the internet today and over the weekend, so I thought I'd do one about Star Wars, which is the second subject on my channel. As you can see on the screen, it's an entrance to a hotel. This is about a Star Wars Starliner hotel that's been built in America, and I was told about it by a workmate at work who's in charge of stores. So looking around on the internet, I found this. It's quite a long article, so I'm not really going to go through it in detail. I'll just skim through it. It says, as you can see, everything we know about Disney Star Wars hotel location, cost and opening. Now this was written on the January 21st, 2020, or about 3 months ago. It's titled, not very well, if you thought Star Wars Galaxy Edge was awesome. Well, it's not. Just wait until you see the details of the Star Wars hotel coming to Disney World. It's full of illustrations. Get rid of that for a start. I'll just skim through it so you can see. It looks very nice. There. And there's a picture of the entrance that I used paint on to make a wallpaper. For a while, says things look very questionable for the project. After all, not too long ago, Disney announced it was cutting $900 million on the construction budget for 2020. In fact, since then, we've already seen new projects get cancelled or postponed in Disney World, and big cuts to the Epcot overhaul, some older attractions cancelled. Since construction is now continuing and new permits filed, so they must be building it. That's a model of the alleged starship that this hotel is based on. Well, that might be okay. Think about some months ago, it's safe to say the majority of potential Disney World guests are in a completely different financial situation now. Well, not many people, well, the guests all have got kind of money. Hate it when those things click on. It's safe to wonder if it's the right time for a luxury experience like this. It'd be a tough sell to convince high majority of people to shell out that kind of money. It's about $3,000 or so per night. So not many Americans have got that kind of money, and not many Americans who are into Star Wars have got that kind of money. There's more important things to spend the money on, like keeping the roof over your head and food on the table. Just look at these empty theme parks since Disney World reopened. That should tell you people are nowhere near ready to start traveling again, experience a theme park, let alone an even more intimate experience like the Star Wars Hotel in Disney World. There's another picture of the interior, artist rendition. First, though, we hate to say we think due to cost cutting tear the companies on, the Star Wars Hotel will be scaled back some, I'll say. I don't think it's going to be open this year or next year, maybe the year after, but nowhere near it's going to be open in the near future. Perhaps some of its more costly show sets and entertainment options will be put aside for the time being for cheaper and fewer options, or axed altogether. It would have been open sometime next year, according to this article. We have some ideas and reservations, and that's a promotional video saying how wonderful it is, etc. And this is just an overview. There's the Starship again. 2 to 3 nights, all exclusive. What essentially it is, you go in a hotel and it's like you're on board that starship going from star system to star system, but really you're just on the Earth in a hotel. Completely new type of experience, probably is. On board Luxury Hotel, interact with characters, become active participants. That's at the bottom. Where it's been built. That's the construction site. There it is. And there's Disney Studios. And there's the car park. Damn, that's big. The location of Star Wars is close to Disney Hollywood Studios, but not attached to it. It's next to Galaxy's Edge. The reason building Star Wars is right near Hollywood Studios to give it access to Galaxy's Edge nearby. Guests will seamlessly move between the hotel and Star Wars Land for special visits, where they will carry out secret missions and have various adventures. Yeah, like shopping in the mall. And it goes down, and then it just shows you about the scale of it and the rooms planned. That's how it'll look, an artist's conception. And in colour, pre-show, engineering room, Star Wars arrival experience, you check in through security. There's a picture again of the entrance. There's another picture of the entrance. And there's a construction. All very nice, all very Star Warish, but it's not real. It's a hotel on the earth. Me personally, I have no intention of ever going in there, even if I could afford it, because personally, I would rather have it for real, i.e. a real Star Wars starship travelling across interstellar space via hyperspace, visiting other star systems. In other words, Star Wars as reality, not a make-believe world as this is. Carrying down. There's a picture of the cabin. That's be an electronic window with a electronic display. It won't be for real. Another one. Typical cabin fits 4 guests. That means husband, wife and 2 children. Will hold bigger families. Entertainment. Lightsaber. Jewels. Well, of course, that'll cost you extra. And there's the lobby. Engineering. Courtyard. Consequences of the actions. Disney also said that the choices you make during your adventure will help determine how your Star Wars story progresses. While we do know all the characters will be featured in Star Wars Hotel, we do have a list of some who are definitely confirmed. Chewbacca, naturally. Kylo Ren. Who the hell wants to see Kylo Ren? And we got stormtroopers and droids and resistance spies. Hey ho. The First Order characters would play a prominent role in the adventure. Who gives a monkeys about the First Order? With Kylo Ren leading the way. Now this bit is for Star Wars fans. As far as old school Star Wars characters, I don't think you can expect any outside of Chewie. In all recent Star Wars additions to the parks, Disney has been concentrating more on the new generation of characters that are in the newer trilogy. That's why it bombed. Nobody gives a monkeys about the new characters in the Disney trilogy. That means you can probably forget any appearance from Vader, Luke Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi or Darth Maul. In other words, you'll experience the Disney Star Wars, not the real Star Wars. And it just goes on and on and on. Cantina. Secret missions. As I said, it's a long article, people. A transport to take you from the hotel to Galaxy's Edge. This is an artist's concept of a real Star Wars starship transport. In reality, it'll be a bus. And that's where you'll be dropped off. There's Galaxy's Edge. I think it's the Falcon is there. Yes, there's the Falcon. And that's like a shopping mall. I've never been there, so I couldn't say. No. Rumours are going around for the price of a 2-night or 3-night stay in a Star Wars hotel. Will cost between $1,400 and $3,000 per person. That price could jump to $7,200 for a cabin for a family of 5. I should think a family of 5 has got more important things to spend $7,200 on. For a start, paying off the mortgage and keeping the roof over their head and the food on the table. Especially if they've lost the job or they're on reduced hours. And it goes on. Before you ask, there's 13 engines there. 13 is an unlucky number. Anyway. When's it coming to Disneyland? I know there's a Galaxy's Edge on the West Coast, and actual Star Wars hotel is coming to Disneyland. There are no plans for a Star Wars theme park to be built or near Disneyland. I should imagine it's going to cost $1 billion, or the thick end of $1 billion, like Galaxy's Edge cost $1 billion, but I can't see them getting their money back in this day and age. Anyway, that's the end of the article. I also found this about Disney. Disney is in financial crisis. This was written on the 9th of October 2020. Disney has a debt of approximately $41,310,000,000 in net debt at the moment. That debt needs to be paid, much of it coming from the purchase of Fox. You can blame Bob Iger for that. People, including Jeremy at Geeks and Gamers, says that he's very clever. Well, all he did was run up a big debt by going on a big spending spree. You don't have to be a business genius to do that. Some of the debt has been accrued over the past year to keep the company rolling during a time when revenue has been severely down. And while many predicted the last earnings call would be the start of Disney in deep trouble, there is one report earlier. The truth is, this November, that's about 2 weeks from now, will be when the vultures start circling. I'm not saying that Disney's going to be bankrupt, but apparently Disney is on a bone of contention with the government of California. I have no idea what that's all about, not being an American, but those of you who live in California probably would know about that. Disney has played along with most liberal state in the nation, doing their bidding, firing part-time members, blah, blah, blah. Disney will in Florida at very low crowd numbers. Stop doing that, Christopher. At the point Disney now open, complete in the state. Right now, most pundits predict President Donald Trump will lose the coming election. No, he won't. I predict Trump will win the election. Because what's the alternative? Joe Biden and Kamala? I'm sure Americans don't want Kamala as a vice president, because if Biden snuffs it and trips and falls under a bus, then it'll be President Kamala. And who wants her as president? I certainly don't. But what if the president doesn't lose? If Trump wins, which he probably will, it's very unlikely that relations with China will continue to be strained. It's not guaranteed that China will come around behaving the way the United States government would prefer. As you know, Disney has bet the farm on China and Wuhan, which didn't really come about. In the short term, it might bring some cash to help with the cash problem, I'll say. The company just announced they'll be releasing another major theatrical film on streaming series exclusively. The Mulan streaming service release did not go well. That's understatement. That's saying it again. Whatsoever, despite what some might say, and having to do with this once more the sign of desperation. And now the son about Lucasfilm here. Here we go. Lucasfilm is in such chaos that they can't even figure out what they're going to do, let alone bear it to fruition. Pixar and Disney Animation are still humming, but they have been slowed down a bit, being in California, and moved most operations to remote activity. Merchandise is down, yeah. Star Wars fans don't want the shit that's come out with the Disney trilogy. We're not interested in it. And the move to get Disney completely out of the video game industry a few years ago, well, that was a nightmare-level decision in hindsight. If Disney can't get their act together in some kind of deal with California, then we won't just be looking at divesting from real assets in China. Instead, it's going to be Apple, Microsoft, or some major company with a huge war chest coming to buy Disney without the parks involved. Well, all these companies, they've also up to their ears in debt, so I can't see where they're going to get the money from. Either that or Disney will be grovelling for some Trump Biden dollars to bail them out. The time for games is over. Disney has major hurdles to overcome quickly. And that's the end of the article. Well, you see, people, get back to the top. Disney's got a hotel planned, but I can't see it opening anytime soon, not before 2022, 2023. Disney's up to its ears in debt. Hollywoke has shut down. There's virtually nothing happening, and all the vultures are starting to circle because they want the money back, and next month is when everything starts to kick in. Sorry this is a bit long, people, but it's an interesting article, but I can't see Disney, Star Wars opening this thing, and I wouldn't go in it because it's not real. It's just a hotel underground. Right, people, you know the routine. Like, dislike, comment, subscribe. It's completely up to you. And naturally put all the links below. There's 2 links, so you can have a good read of it yourself. Until the next video, that's it. Bye-bye.